It's 1963. The bridge is knocking him out, but Dad wants to do something else. An opportunity on Mannheim Road, which is the new hot spot to be because of the new O'Hare Airport. Dad gets an opportunity to buy a place in the Air Host Motel by the name of Orlando's Hideaway. He jumps at the opportunity, leaves the bridge to my Uncle Johnny, and goes to be a nightclub owner on Mannheim Road. Well, when he became an owner of the club in the basement of the Air Host Motel, my brother and I, we got to be the little princes. And there was a built-in swimming pool in the hotel, and there was a suite that they used to keep just for their guys that overlooked the pool. And every Saturday, Jeff and I used to get a friend out of the neighborhood, and we would get to go to Orlando's and swim all day long. They'd give us a waitress from one of the restaurants in the hotel to take care of us and bring us Cokes and beef sandwiches all day, and we'd be like little kings. Also, during those days, Dad was living large. Jewelry, cars. He even went to the Muhammad Ali, who was Cassius Clay, Sonny Liston fight in Miami. The second one that lasted 20 minutes. He says he was taking a pishad, he missed the fight. That fight lasted one round, in case you didn't know. In 1964, Dad got the idea that he was going to bring in this new act. This act was called Mr. Crisscross. Mr. Crisscross was a female impersonator. Little did anybody know that a man in a dress was illegal. But apparently it was. Go figure. The show was an immediate success because obviously people had never seen anything like it. People waited outside. They did 2 shows a night every day on the weekend. But Richard Kane, turncoat, mobster, turncoat policeman, was putting a lot of pressure on the club because his bosses in the police department were putting pressure on him. But the guys kept him at arm's length as long as they could. When the hammer finally fell and they closed Orlando's, Dad decided that he didn't want to participate no more in that business. So the guys gave him a string of bad jobs, driving trucks, tending bar at bad places. And because of all the heat that the place generated, my mother was all over my father about getting out of that life. Because one afternoon, when my father was home, knock on the door, and there's a group of men in suits standing outside the front door of our house in Bellwood. And they want to ask for my dad. Well, my ma, being the good MobAdjacent wife that she was, says he wasn't there. He was in the basement. But while they questioned my ma about stuff she had no idea about, when they left, I remember distinctly my ma screaming and yelling at my dad about how he was going to bring shame to the family if this kind of stuff was to continue. That's when my dad decided to change occupations.